This wooden sleigh bed was free. Watch me make it over into a bed that sleighs. Stay to the end of this video and see the magic ingredient which will save you time and give you a better finish. As always, we start with cleaning. Simple Green is my degreaser of choice, mixed in a bucket of hot water and also in a spray bottle. It really does cut through all of those previous polishes and cleaning products. When cleaning, I noticed the fixing plates were loose, so I took the drill and some screws and tightened them all up. As I knew I was going to paint the bed, I gave it a good scuff sand all over so the paint would adhere to the bed surface. I used an 80 grit paper to get a good keying surface. I'm using my Erbauer orbital sander. You can use whatever you have. As you can see, there is a big join on the rollover of the bed. It is where the two pieces of wood are joining, but I'm going to fill this so that it's not so obvious when I paint. I'm using Dulux Uni-Primer, which is a new product from Dulux. It's a primer with a stain blocker and an undercoat all in one. It's water-based, so it's better for the environment. It dries within 30 minutes and can be second coated within an hour. It does take 7 days to fully cure, but then the scratch resistance is second to none. I absolutely love this primer and it is now my go-to for all jobs. I'm passing it through my cheap sprayer, which I use for priming. I did water it down a bit so it would go smoothly through the sprayer. It's important to remember to use a sieve or a strainer to pass your paint through before you put it into the sprayer. This will stop any globules or anything that may be in your paint not clogging up your sprayer. The paint make I'm using is Valspar, which again has a built-in primer as well as the main paint. Even though it does have a primer, I'm always going to prime first. The colour is Gentle Lamb in satin finish. This is a neutral colour and is a colour which is in vogue for 2026. When using a sprayer, it is a good rule of thumb to overlap the passes by around 50%. This will give that flawless coverage. I will give 3 coats of this Gentle Lamb. The last coat we will introduce the magic ingredient, so if you're interested to hear what this is, stay tuned. If you are enjoying this makeover, then hit the subscribe and like button and leave a comment telling me if you like this colour and would you use it on a project that you're working on. On the third coat, I needed to reload the sprayer with the paint and also add my special ingredient. I'm passing it through a sieve again just to make sure. I'm now going to add around 10% polyurethane to the paint. This will then add a protective layer to the last coat. By adding this now, it will create a smooth finish to the last coat and also protect it once it is dried. This is around about 7 days. It is important to make sure that the paint and the poly are compatible. Both of mine are based, so all good there. I'm using Sandalin poly in a satin. This truly is a game changer. We'll do this again from now on. So this is the third coat of the poly paint mixture after it's dried. Absolutely beautiful finish. I'm using a redesign with Prima Transfer called Lovely Ledger. It's absolutely fantastic to use and goes so smoothly onto the surface. I used half of the design on the headboard and the second half on the footboard.